Erik Ten Hag starts to shift balance of power ahead of Manchester derby. Pep Guardiola's Man City have been the Premier League's dominant side, but Man United look on the rise once more. It was the day when Erik Ten Hag's definition of respect was questioned, along with his tactics. 4-1 down in a Manchester derby, he chose not to introduce the record score in footballing history. "I wouldn't bring him in out of respect for Cristiano," he said, and as Manchester City's advantage extended to 6-1 before Anthony Martial, the striker substitute he did call upon, scored twice. Few credited him with a successful switch. If it was one of a series of controversies around Cristiano Ronaldo that Ten Hag had to navigate with a blend of diplomacy, toughness, and principle, it came at a precarious point in his reign at Old Trafford. Manchester United had won their previous 4 league games, but his first Manchester derby ended in a 6-3 humiliation. Ten Hag was asked why Christian Eriksen was marking Erling Haaland, and while he wasn't, with Raphael Varane off the pitch when a corner was taken, the midfielder was the nearest man to the giant striker when he scored. The more relevant criticism may have concerned a midfield that was dragged everywhere by an attempt to man mark in the center of the pitch. Meanwhile, Casemiro, who arrived with a reputation as perhaps the world's best defensive midfielder, began on the bench. In his absence, Scott McTominay was outmaneuvered and outclassed. It was only the second day of October, but City were already 8 points ahead of United. As the dueling halves of Manchester reconvene, it is with the knowledge of victory for the red side will put them a mere point behind the blue and the sense it is a growing possibility. In the intervening 104 days, United have only lost 1 game in all competitions, to Aston Villa. They have assumed City's usual position as favourites to win the Carabao Cup. Ten Hag's judgment was widely questioned amid a decidedly mixed start. Now it tends to be backed. There is a feeling the Dutchman himself was surprised how many outsiders supported him in a war Ronaldo started and lost. There is also proof of his prowess. Casemiro may have been introduced gradually, and given Ten Hag's summer-long pursuit of Frenkie de Jong, there could be little pretense he was his first choice, but he made his first Premier League start the following week and has gone on to exert a huge impact. United had the 5th worst defensive record after Haaland and Phil Foden's twin hat-tricks at the Etihad Stadium. Since then, they have the 2nd best, just as only Newcastle have taken more points since then. United arrive at Old Trafford sat on a run of 8 straight victories. City fresh from a Shock Cup exit to a relegation-threatened side in which they failed to register a shot on target. It was while Ten Hag has tended to get his decisions right, Guardiola's game plan has required such radical surgery that he has substituted 2 defenders at halftime in each of City's last 2 away games. Kyle Walker and Joao Cancelo at Stamford Bridge and Sergio Gomez at Southampton United have returned from the World Cup with consistency. City with inconsistency. The counter-argument is that United have defeated their inferiors, and that City have displayed an enduring ability to beat their peers, overcoming Liverpool and Chelsea twice. That capacity could prove handy. Old Trafford has been their playground since 2011's second 6-1 triumph, but now a 10th win in enemy territory in 12 years would help preserve their status as Manchester's finest even before they can retain their Premier League crown. While Ten Hag has tended to get his decisions right, Guardiola's game plan has required such radical surgery that he has substituted 2 defenders at halftime in each of City's last 2 away games. Kyle Walker and Joao Cancelo at Stamford Bridge, Walker and Sergio Gomez at Southampton. United have returned from the World Cup with consistency, City with inconsistency. The counter-argument is that United have defeated their inferiors and that City have displayed an enduring ability to beat their peers, overcoming Liverpool and Chelsea twice. That capacity could prove handy. Old Trafford has been their playground since the speed of United's revival may even surprise one of Ten Hag's greater admirers. "I would call Manchester United and tell them, guys, you have to take in," Guardiola said in April of his former Bayern Munich colleague. But 2 other parts of his analysis have a certain pertinence. "He's a good manager, there is no doubt," he said, "but there were good managers there in the past. Since Sir Alex Ferguson left, Old Trafford has been a graveyard of managerial dreams. These are early days, and Jose Mourinho's debut season yielded 2 trophies, while both the Portuguese and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finished 2nd in the league, but the signs are that Ten Hag could prove United's most consequential and best manager since the Scot." If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.